means that it is Frenzy Football Friday, and today we are bringing you 4 games, 2 of them from the P&P League, and it is going to be epic. We have some of the biggest matchups you can imagine. We've got the likes of Celtic versus Lyon. We've got the likes of the Johan Cruyff derby in Ajax playing Barcelona. We have the mighty Colchester United against a small Bavarian team by the name of Bayern Munich. Um,
Okay.
then we also have another game that I can't remember right now, but I'm sure Tom does. Hi, Tom.
How are we doing, Doc? UK?
Very well, very well, very well. Very hyper. Must be the caffeine. Maybe it's the sugar.
Something like that. Something like that. But this Friday's flown by. I mean, it feels like yesterday we were just doing last week's promo of match week 2. So it's been a very quick week. It's an exciting matchups tonight. As you said, we got 4 matches, 2 of them being P&P matches. One either end of the show, one to kick off the show in a minute. The boys are there ready, waiting for us. And we got one to end the show as well. So yeah, just to run through, we've got Celtic versus Lyon. We've got PSV versus Sunderland. We have got Sunderland again, but someone else playing versus Barcelona. And then we've got Colchester versus Bayern Munich. So we've got 4 incredible matchups today. As I said, 2 P&P, 2 friendlies. Let's get into it, Doc. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, no, we are ready to go. For those people who know at Josh Does Games, Josh is going to be streaming this match. So drop him a follow on X, drop him a follow on Twitch. He is a great streamer. The game is almost ready to go. We're just going to queue it up, message the lads, and let them know. As you can see here, we have Darren, Adam, and Josh. Josh is representing Olympique Lyon. Obviously, has a fantastic wealth of female talent as well as some amazing past and present players. And obviously, Darren representing his hometown club, repping Celtic, repping the first British European champions, and of course, a team that has some of the best.
Oh, that has some incredible players, such as your Kenny Dalglish. So we got to look out for Darren. I think he's his top goal scorer so far, Doc.
Dalglish for the entire tournament.
For Darren himself. But yeah, he's carried him through the last 2 tournaments. But as you see, Darren representing Team Frenzy versus Josh representing your side, Team Fitzy tonight, Doc.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a game and a really important game here. I feel like Team Frenzy really, Team Fitzy really needing an early start, a good win this week, especially given the results and the way they went in the previous week. We'll talk about some of them later. Celtic playing compact football here. Darren on the break. Really need Josh to get in there. Would have liked him to see a bit, but Bruiser maybe used in that position. We have Mendy at left back, and of course Shelling. Some amazing footballers.
It's quite incredible how many players, both male and female, play for Olympique Lyonnais. And if you've been living under a rock, the women's team for Lyon are absolutely phenomenal. Multiple Champions League titles won by their female side, but as well as some absolute legends of the male side that do also play for Lyon. Darren here, probably running his...
Oh, it's got to be. Unbelievable. Yeah.
The turn. 1-0.
You'd have to... That was too easy. Would have liked to have seen a bit of bruiser pressure there from Josh. What Josh needs to do right now is he just needs to keep his head for a bit, look to keep hold of the ball, and just get back to his own game.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Darren has trademarked by himself in the last game week 2 against Bayern Leverkusen with Chalem, was 6-0 up in the first 40 minutes. So we can see that Darren does put a lot of pressure on in that first half and sometimes does peter off a little bit in the second, but then that's also to be expected. But you can see here with Kenny Dalglish, 2 shots, 2 finesse shots, 2 goals, quick 2-0 lead, only 11 minutes on the clock, and Team Frenzy are 2-0 up with Darren.
I don't know what Josh said then, but I'm pretty sure we couldn't repeat it. Now, what we need to see Josh do here is really just we need to see him take control of the game with one of his midfielders or CDMs. He needs to leave his centre backs to just mark and control the play, just like he did there. I'd like to see him be a bit more constructive. He's getting the ball up the pitch fast, but then he's facing numbers. Now, unfortunate there. I don't know about you, Tom. I've been finding the ball over the top really effective lately.
Oh, 100%. I know that we've been discussing it at length within pro clubs, the scene there. But the floated through balls and just a bit more aerial play, I'm finding myself using larger players up front as well now. I think there's been a slight shift in the way that we can be playing FC 26. And I think we've seen that as well from some of the
Yeah.
players that have represented this league. But Darren, again, finding himself running into a corner with a great turn there, hoping to get that 3-goal lead early on in this half, Doc.
Because Maeda, a Celtic legend, obviously, if you were doing any of the Make Your Idol stuff on Ultimate Team, oh, so close there from Celtic. One of the players you can use. Myself, I'm using Marita for my sporting past and present. Now, Josh, I'd like to see him take control of the game a little bit. Just slow it down. Just deny Darren the ball for a bit, because the more Darren has the ball, the more opportunities he's going to get to score. I mean, it's 2-0. It's the 21st minute, and it kind of feels like Josh is playing like it's the 75th minute. Again, Daniel
Oh,
Dalglish.
wow.
Oh, saved by the post. I can't believe that. Dalglish misses. Dalglish misses.
It feels weird because Dalglish, before that shot, had a 100% scoring record, let alone shot on target. But Darren is piling on the pressure here. And it
He doesn't
is
miss that
3-0.
time.
It is a hat trick. Are we seeing an early 3 points here, Doc, for Team Frenzy?
I'm gonna. I think we need to have a bit of a pause and an intervention just to go on, Josh. We need to have a pause and an intervention because Josh, 100%, just needs a bit of a calm down and just a bit of reassurance that Darren will concede goals. He will get cocky. He will get lazy. You got to cover that run. Second
He's
player
just too
press, maybe.
dangerous.
Oh,
Goodness
he's left
me.
himself wide open there. And I would really implore Josh, please, if you can, seek out our captain and he will help you in stopping preventing goals like that. He's done amazing things for my game. Even though I got slapped this week, my game's improving every day because of it. Um, I really think that mentally, Josh just needs to get a goal here to get himself back on the field. I think he needs to keep hold of the ball. And
Absolutely.
I think maybe I might be messaging him as we speak.
Well, Josh is someone who has taken a bit of a step back from gameplay in the recent couple of weeks/months, mainly more of a menu grinder. So it is nice to see that he is back on the pitch, whether he's winning or losing. But he's had a few moments where he's made his way through into the box or on the edge. It's just that final cutting pass. But you can see it's a bit too easy for Darren as he turns again, nearly 5-0 within 35 minutes, Doc.
Well, we've seen this before from Darren, and we know what he's about. I think that obviously we can look at Team Fitzy and we can see that obviously the caliber of players in that part of the grouping are maybe not what they are on Team Frenzy. But from an individual perspective, Darren, a player we expect to go far, especially given how consistent he can be in situations just like that, where he just slid the ball into the goal. It really looked quite simple for him there.
I mean, Rio Hatate, a player that I know Darren was using quite a lot in season one. And as you said, Darren is a player who isn't just a top caliber of a player. And I think he will agree with that as well. But he's got the heart, he's got the desire to win. And we've seen that in clubs as well, Doc. This man hates to lose. And that is enough purely for Darren to just put in that extra 10%. We can see these early changes already here. Saar coming on, Matic coming on, and Barcola. A bit more pace up top, but another CDM coming into that position. I mean, would you be bringing on another CDM when you're already 5-0 down, Doc?
Me, potentially, yeah. If I saw that there was a part of the pitch I was being punished, it means there's a part of the pitch that I can expose. So maybe by locking it down on one side, I can open it up on the other. Sometimes a defensive replacement can be an attacking reinforcement in different areas.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely seen a lot of pace being put up into that striking role with Barcola there, who is the birthday. But unfortunately for him, it's 6-0 already. Is that Kenny Dalglish again?
It
Four
is Kenny
goals, 5 goals?
Dalglish again. I would say that Josh here is obviously suffering from not being able to have got on the game as much as other people. Darren looking very fresh, very seasoned here. The way he's moving the ball about right now, one-touch football. I think we might see a slide tackle or a penalty in a minute, just from pure frustration. I think that Josh could maybe benefit from maybe using Essien and Matic together.
I agree.
And then unleashing either wingers and a strikers or
Yeah.
something along those
4-2-3-1.
lines.
Yeah.
He's really given his all in this, and You know, it's not easy to go out there and play on stream. It's not easy to go out there and know that your friends are watching you. And as somebody, you know, who has been in these situations, we really have to show a lot of respect for Josh for the effort he's putting in, especially considering that we've seen people in the previous week just blame their internet and throw the towel in for the sake of a heavy defeat. Josh coming out here and showing that he is a man and he is about it, and he's got to
Mad
come
respect.
and give everything he can to try and win this match. And you got to respect that. I respect it, and I hope you do too, Tom.
Oh, 100%. This is exactly what we need to see from a losing position. There's no point just throwing in the towel, as you said. You might as well just go all out attacking here. Matic, who had just come on, has come back off the pitch for Aubameyang. We've seen players like Gav with his Barcelona B&B side have great success with Aubameyang. So hopefully we can see Josh pull a few goals back here. We want to see him press. We want to see him attack. But this is one of the games which I'm pretty sure would have messed up people's Super Six predictions, as this was the first game of the week, Doc.
Well, could have messed up. Always, there's always some people who maybe make crazy predictions
Yeah,
that might win that money this week. Already, Josh is looking much more effective
great
with
play.
the width here. See, this is good tactical play. Unlucky
Oh,
there. You know,
very.
I like that. I like that. He's taking chances. Now in the second half, you know, Darren's won the first half, and Darren's in a great position to win the game. But I'm just going to talk about this as a second half contest and
Yeah,
see how it goes for him. It's too deep. It's
very
too
far
deep.
back for that defender,
I,
isn't it?
I feel like he's trying to use his centre backs to block the goal,
Yes.
but manually.
Go on, right. Played it back
Back
out. Nice
post.
patient there from, yeah,
Great
great.
defense. Great use of Bruiser there.
Absolutely. And Doc, you're someone who we've spoken about multiple times each week about using that bruiser playstyle. Is there a certain playstyle combination of playstyle pluses that you find most effective for your defenders or centre
Ooh.
half even?
Well, quick steps essential.
Yeah.
Unless you have a player with outstanding defensive awareness.
Yeah.
I'd also say that having one on Bruiser and having one on Anticipate is really good. For me, Bruiser is a fantastic play style for fullbacks and for CDMs, particularly from trying to win that ball from behind. If you're running after a player, you can repetitively tap A and that will win you the ball. Or now, even now as it is, I mean, I rarely use the tackle button anymore. I'm now reaching the point where I'm using Bruiser like it's tackle,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
just pressing it once. But it's an essential play style. I mean, already in the second half, Josh has surpassed where he
Yeah.
was in that first half. And Darren
Through the
looking to
ball.
respond here. See, this is good play because Darren is in a situation now where he could concede a
Really?
goal.
Oof.
See, that's just experience. That's game time. We can
It is.
see there. What we're seeing from Josh here is that he is a good player. It just means that he's just got to get his tactics right. And as you know, anyone who's involved in syndicate tactics or over there knows that Josh is a fantastic tactician. And if anyone can find a solution to his gameplay, he can.
It's night and day from the first half. You know what? We're 20 minutes into the second half. Yes, Darren has had an opportunity or two, but we're seeing Josh have multiple times where he's running through with Aubameyang, with Endrick, with Barcola. But here comes Darren. He's very efficient, and as I've said that, he spooned another chance. But thankfully for him, he's put so many away already that he's not facing the consequences of that. Ryan
I don't.
Cherky coming on now as well.
Yeah. I think in friendlies you're allowed to make as many subs as you want. Is that correct?
I did think that was quite a few subs. I mean, at least 5, isn't it? So 7 on your bench. So that might be his 5th substitution. We're seeing now Iheanacho come on for Hatate too, and seeing Iheanacho, it does really bring it back. To the old retro kind of players. We've seen Kante this week in the last promo. We've seen Iheanacho. Lots of retro cards. It's nice to see them getting a bit of love, and with Evos as well. At the moment, we've seen that Darren using that Engels card in the 500,000 coin midfielder evolution. Have you used that evolution before it expired, Doc? That 500 gold.
Yeah. I was all as soon as I could, I did. I used it on my Dario Asugo card, the 75 gold card from Chelsea.
Oh, the Portuguese.
Um, yeah, 5'10", but 91. I think it's like 91 acceleration,
Unreal.
90 shooting, 93 dribbling, 93 passing, 90 defending, 90 physical.
Well, you've got a 9 golden club, a 90 across the board.
I have, but he's got the play styles that I really enjoy at CDM. So he has um, incisive, bruiser, and intercept.
Beautiful, beautiful, and it makes so much more of a difference when you've crafted that card exactly how you want it to play. I mean, this is the one thing that evolutions do give us is unique sides, which we've been crying out for over the years.
Well, I mean, I've got to say that I put Bruiser on the Asugo card because I'd heard so much about it, but I've only recently just been able to use it.
Mm.
So it's a blessing, really, that I put that on in the long run. But yeah, these customization cards, I was a very, very vocal critic. I said it was horrendous that they were charging you money for play styles you should already get. Completely wrong. It's given people the opportunity to craft cards even more so. Um, and I think that maybe the next big step we're going to. Oh, that was a very
Oof,
bad foul there.
late
Great
chance.
opportunity for a goal here. Is Josh going to move his keeper? He's moving his wall. He's giving
Finally.
him the right side.
He's
He's
gonna have
saying,
to take that, surely. Yeah. Oh, and he's punished him with the Engels card, the evolution.
yeah.
500k well spent there, Doc.
Oh, listen, I think any card was turned into a great card with that, but some cards have been very special. I'm glad I didn't put my Rijkaard card in because that's already a good card, but that Asugo card, it just took it over the edge. Great bold defending there on the yellow card from Josh. And Josh
Fantastic.
doing so well in the second half, forcing Darren into making changes, forcing Darren into reassessing his position in the
Another.
game. Again, Diarra in goal. Endrick, who's had a fantastic season in France, looking to build play, just getting slowed down there by Tierney. Tierney just causing him problems. Now, if you can win the ball back, there is a huge gap at left back, but I think this is going to be another goal for Darren, and it is 8
Darren's going to go for
0.
double figures.
I
He's
think
got 10.
Darren's going for the kill here. I think that Josh has. I mean, I'll be clear. The way things were going, this I thought could have been a really, really bad game for him. But he's actually come out second half, only conceded the 2 goals. Maybe if he'd been tactically more aware or available, he could have got himself in a great position to maybe be in this game at some point.
No, absolutely. But I've got, as we said earlier, huge respect for Josh for coming out despite that first half goal
Kill
scoring.
him.
Wow, that's got
Sorry,
to be a
that
red card. Got to be a red.
yeah, that's a red card. And unfortunately for Josh, that red will carry over to the next
It
game.
will. Wow, yeah, completely forgotten about that. Is Engels going to recreate another one now?
Well, I've got
Oh,
to say, one thing I know about Engels is that he is all about bringing the power to the working classes and enabling the proletariat to rise. I also hear he's a footballer. Um,
well, it's a Scottish league, so part time, I suppose.
yeah, maybe. Come on, Josh.
Come on, get us a goal, Josh.
Unfortunate. Now you see that Darren is so nervous about Josh that he's literally defending like a rat, or as I see it now, the way you have to defend in this game. So Josh has really got himself in a difficult position, but he's done well. He's been able to slow down Darren, and I really feel like if he could have had a better transition game, it would have been different. But the reality is, Celtic 8, Olympic Lyon 0. What a game! What a
What a
start!
start. What a start to the stream. 8 goals. I mean, I didn't have that on my bingo card for this evening, Doc. But an exciting 3 points for Darren. I think that pressure is already off with the fixtures being released at 10 o'clock every Thursday night. To know that you've got your 3 points and a clean sheet and 8 goals just less than 24 hours later. I mean, if I'm Darren, I'm enjoying my next week whilst watching everybody else.
Um, yeah, I mean, you have definitely got a capable bunch over there on Team
We
Frenzy.
do. We do.
Um, I wonder how much heart is in that team. Hard times make hard men. So the theme around Team Fitzy this week is going to be about how do we consolidate our positions, how do we, as a team, um, get better results,
Mm.
and what do we do as players to not let our captain down? So I'll
Yeah.
give you guys an example. After my thumping, I went to the cap and I was just like, "Look, man, I'm stuck. I feel like I don't understand the game anymore." We had a 2 hour session, and basically we stripped everything back, man. We stripped back we got rid of every part of that car apart from the engine block. Apparently, the vintage engine block very useful, has a lot of knowledge in it. But we rewired my brain into how to play the game, and all of a sudden, all of my old skills were coming back. And I'm quite proud to say that I went on like a 12 or 13 game. I'm
Amazing.
still on it, winning
Yeah.
streak where I've gone
Brilliant.
from Division 6 to I think on my last game for 3.
Amazing.
So,
Amazing.
it's about us looking inside now and just saying, like, how can we get the number of goals down and how can we get the number of goals up? And that's just how we have to take it and approach it. Again, Josh, incredible, hard work. It's going to come. We're going to talk tactics, mate. We'll talk privately if you want. But I think you did a really good job in that second half of stopping Darren from having the ball so much and chasing the game. You're going to concede goals. I was in a situation this in my game on Wednesday where I got it to 5-3 behind, and I was like, if I can get one more goal,
Yeah.
his head's gonna go here.
Changes it all.
And unfortunately, that goal went to him. Then I needed to press again. He got another goal, and by the end of the day, it was 8-3 to him. But that's what happens when you're trying to rebuild your game and sort of get yourself into a better position. And credit to Josh there. But at the end of the day, let's talk about the guy that actually won the game, and that's Darren. Now, obviously, he's your boy.
He is.
You must be very happy about this result.
Do you know what? The first thing he's done, he won't mind me saying this, is he's messaged me just as we've gone on to our little segment, and he goes, "Are you not entertained?" I mean, he is absolutely loving life right now. 8 goals, none conceded. He's put Leon to the sword. He's pushed us another 3 points further. Do you know? Last week there was a lot of surprises. I think shout out to my man Dylan with Ajax. He took down Burr with Marseille. There's been quite a few shocks from my side, which has actually seen us pull quite a few numbers forward of Team Fitzy. So you were talking about how you met up with your team. I've had a few chats.
The captain,
You've
yes,
met with the
indeed.
cap. I've met with a few of my boys this week. Steve being one of them, United VYD, William being another one, Darren being another. Just talking about right at the moment, things are seeming not in a disrespectful way. They're seeming pretty smooth at the minute. We haven't faced adversity yet, and that is something I'm worried about because I know that you boys at Team Frenzy are plotting something. You're working hard. You're putting in the hours behind the scene, and you've got an incredible captain. You've got an incredible
We
tactician
do.
behind the scenes. I mean, that could be a game changer. We're only 2 weeks in. This is the start of the third week. I've got every faith in Ryan to fire a few rockets up his team, up all your asses, to get the goals scored and the goals conceded down. I think that's the main thing. The defense versus attack is a bit unbalanced at the minute.
Well, the thing is that Fitzy doesn't put a rocket up your ass. Fitzy puts a chip in your brain and tells you he's going to
Yes.
blow it up unless you improve. So there's no need for rockets up asses when there's chips in brains. So we all knew what we were getting into at the beginning. We bought into it. We drank the Kool-Aid, and now if I don't get better, my head will explode. As will everybody else's. So time to get some results, lads. Time to up it. I'm terrified of my game this week against Lucy, purely because we're both in the same position. We've both lost our first 2 games. We're both kind of trying to find our game again. So that's going to be a really tight one. And defensively, I expect him to be very good and myself to match him. So yeah, that's going to be a crazy game, probably on Tuesday or Wednesday this week.
Yeah,
Although we do have another game coming up, a friendly
we
game.
do.
who I believe this one might be the is it the Johan Cruyff derby or is it the other one?
This is PSV versus Sunderland for this one.
Ooh, PSV versus
So
Sunderland.
there
So
is
I
some.
played.
Go
Go
on,
on.
go.
I played Steve this week. He's kind enough to give me some more games. I've got to say, it was that Lukta card that he has is
Mm.
very good, and he has a little skill move he does around the box that just gives him that little bit of space to
Is it the
expose things
scoop
without
at the
line.
turn where it opens up with Hullet all the time?
Yeah, but he does it
Yes,
well. He
disgusted.
does it
It's
well,
disgusting.
and I tell you, he's a great exponent of Yap Stam and using that strength to shut you down. Managed to score a couple of goals against him, but he ended up being 5-2 to him in the friendly. And yeah, Steve is a competitor, man.
He
You
is.
know, don't. He calls himself old gamer, but nobody goes harder than that motherfucker. And he also plays FC, so there's that as well. How do you think this one's going to go?
If I know Steve, and if Steve turns up, depends where Steve's playing. If he's playing from home, he's at a disadvantage because he absolutely hates playing his games from home. He prefers playing it in his workspace. Mackham's come out 2 games, 2 wins so far in the PNP. This is a friendly, but he's only succeeded so far. I mean, there was a behind closed doors match with 2 players in your team, Team Fitzy, this week, Mackham versus Chinese Ryan, and I want to say Mackham was 5-1 up against Chinese Ryan. Sorry, no, yeah, he was up like by far, and then Ryan came back and
Okay,
scored.
can I just have what happened at the 70th minute? Did Ryan suddenly realize he was in a game?
Ryan turned up, which is what he always does. Last minute, he turns up. So if Steve can, replicate that, he will be able to score some goals this evening. We got Brian Broby, the inform card or the birthday card.
Have you come up against it?
I haven't, but I can only imagine because I've got Lord Mateta up front. So a big bulky striker like Broby, scoring the winner in the Newcastle Sunderland derby. Will he have the same success against PSV? He did used to play
He
for Ajax.
he's not that big,
Hmm.
but he is a problem because of that with that play style. And I played somebody today who just seemed to use the physical play styles really well. They were shit at everything else, so I beat them. But they used the physical play styles really well. And yeah, Robbie was an issue, especially when he just turns and leans in. If you've not, I mean, it's essentially if you don't have Bruiser, you're going to have a problem with Enforcer, which is why I say that on your centre backs, it's good to have maybe one. I mean, for example, Eric Dier has Quick Step and Enforcer, and he is just a
Fantastic.
phenom. He's just an animal in that position. Um, do we know about the games queued up or who's hosting or
They
anything like that?
are just inviting each other now. I'm just asking for a link for it now. But Doc, whilst we have a moment, have we got a second to go over what our Super Six kind of format is whilst we wait for the boys to load up?
I think we might do. So we'll bring this up. Um, So, as you can see here, we have the Super Six prize pot predictions. Now, we have essentially here one, two, three, four, five, 6 games. And across those 6 games, if you can predict the results in terms of goals scored and goals conceded, then you will be in with the chance of winning £10 worth of either Xbox vouchers or PSN vouchers. Um, for yourself. However, if nobody does predict it, and Darren's pretty much fucked the book on this one, um, if nobody does win it, it rolls over to the next week. If nobody wins that, it rolls over to the next week. And then we will have a maximum prize of £30 for people to participate in. Now, in terms of participation, Tom, you are the expert on this one.
Yeah, so I mean, as you can see, Doc, you're actually right at the top of this Super Six matchup. I wonder how that makes you feel, knowing that you're one of the ones that people are going to be banking on.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's my fault. Well, given how things have been going recently, I've gone 9-8. I've gone scored 9, conceded 9, scored 1, conceded 8, scored 3. So maybe I'll the next game will be 7-4 for those who
Well,
haven't done it yet. If by the way, if you are participating in this suddenly and you had Darren at 8-0, that's fine. That's fine. We'll give you that one.
We'll
We'll
jump in.
give you that one. Yeah, if you want to jump in, we'll give you that one. Even but Lucy versus me, I think is going to be a tight game. I think we could see maybe like a 3-2 in that one.
Yeah.
Azza versus Ryan, I think we're going to see maybe a 7-5 to Ryan. Smithy versus Ben, I think Smithy's going to win maybe 6-1. Nayfoot versus Tino in the what's that part of the world called? Fucking Ecos. What do they call it? Anyway, it's cold. They're playing each other, and it's Dundee.
Dundee
Is it Dundee?
Rangers. Dundee Rangers, yeah.
Dundee Rangers. Then we've got United VYD representing Real Madrid against the Bear with Marseille. I think we're going to see maybe in that game.
Goals.
I think so. I think so. 7-6, 8-7
Yeah.
kind of game. And then in the Jordan versus Challen game, I'm going to say that Jordan wins that game 6-2, 6-3 because he put up a hell of a performance this week.
He did. Doc, right, let's just go through. We'll bounce off one at a time from each other. I'll go first, and then you go second, and then vice versa. Just because the boys got some technical issues, there'll be 2 minutes. Lucy versus Doc. I had a chat with Fitzy earlier, captain to captain. Normally, I would back my boy. However, I know, Doc, how much this match means to you.
Back him. I'm sick of being backed. I lose all the time.
Someone's O has got to go here. Someone's got to get points on the table. It might be both of you, but let's see. This match is mad, and I'm so happy that it's made the Super Six.
I mean, do I cause myself problems in this? I've never really spoken about it before, but I guess it's the replacement against the old person that used to have my job.
Yeah, I suppose
that's what that derby's about. I've never said that before. He brings it up a lot, and I've never responded, but I guess I will right now. So it'll be the Frenzy centre back against the old Frenzy centre backs in Lucy. There we go. That made a rod
for for 3-2 to you, Doc. No pressure. Psychology.
Yeah, I'm fucked now. I've stoked the fire. So in Azza versus Chinese Ryan, I think that Ryan is going to win this game. We saw Azza playing on the moon apparently with his ping. He's currently in deepest, darkest Wales. For anyone wondering why I have Starlink, watch his game. So I'm going to say internet could be an issue there. However, he is hosting.
He is.
So that makes a difference as well. So given how good Azza played against Gav, given that probably the result of that game shocked Azza, he might pick up the game a little bit, do a few evos. I'm going to say, again, committing to this 7-5 to Ryan on that one.
Yeah, I've got Ryan to win that one as well. Definite goals that will be scored. If Azza's got a stable connection, he will be scoring minimum 3 against Ryan because lately, under his own admission, he needs to work on his team defensively. But again, really scrumptious up top for Ryan. And I've forgotten the name of his other striker, but just so many goals are being scored. So I'd go with a Ryan win. I'm going to go 6-3 to Chinese Ryan.
Oh, wow. Then we've got Smithy versus Ben. This is the problem I have with this game is this. I feel like if I could get Ben and hypnotize him before every game and be like, you are good at this game. You will score amazing goals with your Bayern Munich team. He would go out and he would trounce people on the regular.
100%.
However, sometimes Ben can get in his own head, and Smithy's a goal scorer. And I feel like if Smithy gets his early goals, like I think he will, Ben could end up in a bit of a situation like Josh, where he's chasing the game. So I'm going to go here with a 6-1 to Smithy. I can see it happening. Smithy is pretty aggressive in how he plays. We'll see that tonight, I think. And Ben is someone who, when the confidence is up, he's hard to beat, and when his confidence is down, he'll beat himself.
Yeah. He's his own worst critic, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very hard on himself. He shouldn't be. He puts in a lot of time. He is constantly working on his game, and he's a bit like myself. The PMP has brought the passion for the game into him. So as much as I'm on Ultimate Team 45 minutes an hour a day lately to be fresh and ready to go, and I feel like he's in a similar situation where he's just trying to be the best player he can be,
Yeah,
and this might not be his tournament. The next one might not be his tournament, but if he keeps on learning the game the way that he is, he will be somebody very difficult to beat because the one thing he has more than anybody else is passion for the game. So
he's got time. He's
not
still young.
disrespecting Ben, just throwing it out there that way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to back my boy Smithy. I mean, looking at the goals he scored, I mean, that Tavide striker that he's got, unreal. Smithy, real interesting fact here. I don't know if it's common knowledge or not, but he's been speaking to the admin of the Twitter account of Colchester United. He might have an opportunity to actually go down to the ground and meet some of the players, all from having a PMP team. How fucking mad is that, that he might get an opportunity to do that?
Well, we tagged them today as well.
We have. So fingers crossed that they are watching out for Smith versus Ben. Slight divert from here, bit of a pivot. This is the final game of the evening. This is obviously part of our Super Six. So if you really want to get involved before, go to the original post where Doc has found this from. It's on mine and Doc's Twitter. You can see it underneath mine, Frenzy2806. Quickly comment, repost, share, follow it all, just so that you can get involved with the giveaway. Just quickly, Doc, the boys are ready. We've got 30 seconds each. Let's go through the three fixtures left. I'm going to hit you with my three. In the Scottish Derby, I'm going to go with Nayfoot. Going to go with a 4-2 win over Tino. I'm going to go United VYD. I'm going to go for a 5-3 win over Burr. And Jordan Lee versus Challam, I'm going to go with 3-1 to Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan playing some good football this season. I think it's called the hometown effect. I think he really feels like, I'm representing something bigger than myself here, and that's quite outstanding to see. Is it Mackham who's playing?
It is Mackham Sunderland at home to PSV. So the boys are ready.
Okay, we will get this queued up on here. Again, hopefully, we reckon this will be a fantastic match, bringing together two great competitors in Stee and in Mackham. Steve, representing PSV, has the outstanding R9 card, but also has some other great cards in his club as well. PSV producing probably some of the best physical players in Dutch history, especially in that team. Koeman, very physical in his day. Hullet would still be physical today. Hullet be 7 foot today. Yeah, so we're really looking forward to this. If you could let the guys know that they can go ahead,
not a problem at all.
and I've got it queued up. Just going to take us out of the mix for now. This is going to be an exciting game. I think we're going to see good football. We're going to see great gamesmanship, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing Steve's PSV team. I'm looking forward to seeing Isidore up front. I know that's a hell of a card, and Brobby as well. We're just waiting on
Mackham's just messaged saying he is ready. He said, "Can we drop him a follow live on stream?"
Of course we can.
Of course we can. Always supporting each other. Watch out here for Gomez for PSV. I believe he might have been put in the Evolution SBC, the 500k one. I think the thing that mainly wins it for Steve in these tighter matches is the diamond that he has made. Gomez, you've then obviously got players like Xavi Simons, you've got Hullet himself, you've got R9, you've got that woman striker for PSV as well, Yap Stam at the back, as well as Obispo, all of these kind of players that he's been working on. We know that Grant Xhaka, his card has been used for Mackham in his team as well, nearly a 90s.
Oh my God, fuck that card.
He's
Sorry.
Unreal.
Sorry, I've had some bad experiences with that card lately.
Yeah.
I was playing Dobby with it. I think Dobby's got it, and he scored like, I think he scored 3 goals from way outside the box. It was frustrating.
That's a thing, though.
Yeah. So now that we've been held to ransom on the follow, we are getting ready for the kickoff.
Yeah, we're not playing until you give me a follow.
Yeah, it's the modern game. It's just the way things are. Nash, big shout out to Mackham. Thank you for coming and doing this. Now, unfortunately, we're seeing the PSV kit, the Sunderland kit not being worn due to the clash. Gomez is a hell of a card. Vandenberg has been building that card forever. That new Xavi Simmons card, and Luchter and
What a team.
Ronaldo Nazario up front. We can see the Sunderland banners in the stadium, and we are ready for kickoff.
What's your prediction,
Robbie,
Scott?
I'm going to say Steve wins this game. Scoreline, I have no idea. We're going to have to see. I've not seen Mackham tested defensively,
No.
so it'll be interesting to see how he copes with someone that's basically got two dedicated strikers and ready to go at him.
Yes. I believe it's a 4-2-3-1 versus a 4-1-2-1-2 diamond.
Great
Early
use.
goal here. Very
Yeah,
scrappy. Very unfortunate for Steve there. He is just going to go for the kill now. That would have really got his back up there. So Gomez moving that ball in to Xavi Simmons with that technical plus. There's that skill move.
that's the move he
Very
loves.
scrappy start.
Yeah, especially that. I felt like he was unfortunate with that Yapstam fall there in defence. A bit undone there by the undone by the game. Again, looking for that power, pinged pass into the feet of his strikers. But Lafitte, oh, what a card that Lafitte card. He's very much a problematic card, and Steve doing very well here. Bit too, see that Steve probably wanting to use the bruiser in those scenarios instead of tackle. It leaves you less committed
Yes.
to your movement. It feels like tackle is always through, and
Wow.
Steve is so
Wow.
clinical. It's 1-1. It's Luchter. Hopefully she gets the +1 for Steve. Hopefully not. She gets. Oh wait, I don't want her to get the +1. She plays for PSG.
Of course, we want them to get the plus one.
Yeah, screw that. But Lafitte looking to break here. He's going to cut inside. He's going to look to chip it over the top to Robbie. See, that's where people have got to start using the ball over the top a bit more.
Players don't seem to track it with the lofted. It's the L2, L1.
Xavi Simmons. Oh, so unfortunate. I felt like if Steve could have got his turn the roulette the other way there, he could have. This is a fantastic situation. The way he moves with that card is so unnatural. But unfortunately for Steve, I don't see it getting any more upgrades.
Got to be offside. No, they did make a massive mistake this year, EA, by doing that. But do you know what? I've just seen on Steve's Yap stand there, something that I've actually got on my own Jose Font. He's got a playstyle bonus of playstyle pluses of Bruiser and Quick Step Plus on Yapstam. So no real defensive abilities there. So your anticipate, your jockey, your intercept.
But really not needed. Yeah,
it
not
works
needed.
So well.
It does. I spoke about my Eric Dier card. It works so well because Bruiser essentially allows bigger players to get hands on.
Yes.
And as soon as you've got hands on, like even if you're far behind them and you start pulling them back,
they're caught.
You catch them. So I mean, look at this. Steve's in a fantastic position. He's got Luchter. He's got R9. He's going to look to play this into Luchter. Oh, unfortunate there. Great move though. But again, anticipate, fantastic play style. Having one defender with anticipate, one with Bruiser is always going to help your team be able to deal with that singular striker that most teams have. Steve, however, playing with two.
And this
R9 bullying players. He's bouncing off. It's a ball roll. It's a finish.
Wow.
Oh, unbelievable here from Steve.
Doing R9 things.
You see, this is a team that has not changed much over season 1 or 2. It's just evolved. And I feel like Steve knows his players so well.
And that is the advantage of sticking with your team for so long here. As you said, Steve is knowing exactly how his team works. Only a very small amount of changes. Obviously, if you are going to make a change, that birthday R9 or Future Stars R9, and in real again, offside.
Yeah, it's a good line. I feel like Mackham doesn't have much of an answer at the moment. I think the early goal maybe caught Steve off guard and really woke him up.
You poked the bear a bit there, but this is the thing. For as long as Mackham can keep it to just one goal, whilst he still hasn't fully worked himself into the game yet, it gives him all of that hope that he can possibly turn things around later into the game. Again, there's midfield.
Yeah, his midfield gets into attacking positions so well, but he never really seems to be overexposed defensively.
That technical dribbling by Xavi Simmons there, who will no doubt, despite having a poor season with Spurs, be called up to the Dutch squad, and he probably will get that +1 sometime in the end of May. But what a team! You think PSV and you think, right, okay, I've got a few good players, but I mean, this team just looks complete from top to bottom.
Well, you just got to think of the strikers that aren't in this team. For example, Ruud van Nistelrooy comes to mind. That's an icon card. well, I think a lot of people would be using with his size at the moment. You've
Yeah.
got other cards like oh, he's not in the game, is he? I was going to say Arjun Robin. No, but PSV has some great heritage, and again, I mean, what I'm interested in here is that we've not seen Macam under pressure, and we've not
Yes.
seen his psychological game. And what I'm finding here is that when you put him under pressure and go in ahead, his game seems to slow down a bit. And when it
Yeah.
slows down, he loses his flow. He seems to be a flow player.
You've almost got to show him no respect at all, no matter what formation or players he has. I mean, he
Mm.
relies heavily on the double pivots.
Fantastic ball, fantastic finish.
Oh,
That was really good. That was
Roby
really
again.
well played.
Roby.
Yeah. Oh wow! Look at the way he uses that round nine there.
It's
But it's
ridiculous.
3-2. He's in a game.
Great game. And this is the thing, Mackham is still in this game despite not having a proper foothold onto it. Broby is through again here. Is he going to finesse this? Double taps aren't as effective as they used to be, though, Doc.
No, they're not. They're not. But as we've all been, I mean, we've been saying, there's that the triangle over the top has been very effective at the moment. It's but the problem with the, is that with the driven through balls is right now we're dealing with a lot of midfields with intercept on, a lot of centre
Yeah,
backs with intercept on, and it's just harder to get them through. But aerially, um, there seems to be an opportunity to break defenses down at the moment.
always. But, we're coming into half-time now. We're in the 44th minute. It is 3-2. We've seen 5 goals in this first half so far. Mackham's going to look to quickly grab one to go into the break level on points. Enzo Lefebvre, cheeky skill move there, taking out a player of Steve's there. Is he going to be able to work this for one last opportunity?
I think he might.
Oof,
And with that famous commentator curse, the ball is kicked out, and we have ourselves a half time. Fantastic game. Got to give a big shout out to Mackham for taking the early lead and consolidating his position to be only 1 goal behind. However, the game belongs to old gamer Steve, who has been phenomenal. He, you can see there, both his strikers and his cam have scored, tactically astute on
double
it,
job.
and just doing a fantastic job here of getting everything he needs out of his team.
We can see that the central cam there, Isidore, has been used as a shadow striker, as well as Chris Rigg and Lefay as the playmakers on the width there. Do you think that he could maybe change that a bit more and kind of stretch Steve by maybe changing it to a half winger? I know that when I use 4-2-3-1, it is half wingers on both of those, just as I said, to stretch to then use that direct pass into the middle.
I'm surprised Isidore is playing where he is because I think that he's such a great striker on the last man. But for me, I think that as long as he maintains his game and plays the way that he's playing, he's going to find himself in a great situation. And we're already back in with the second half here. Obviously, we're seeing some great football being played by both sides.
I think this next goal is absolutely crucial for the way that this game is going to go as well. Yep, Stam's doing really, really well with that quick step of just pushing up very, very quickly. We've seen you do this quite a bit in pro clubs at the minute, Doc, stepping up and meeting that ball.
Yeah, it's
end of the respect.
Yeah, it's something that you can do, and basically any heavy touch is just you take it away. And one of the things with using Bruiser, unfortunately, you cannot remap it without remapping passing as well. But if you use Bruiser, say versus tackle, you're more likely to pass the ball out of a tackle than you are to just sort of win the ball and then lose the bounce back.
What a ball.
However, it will leave you in serious problems if you end up passing it across your box and it gets intercepted.
Now, again, though, I'm seeing, I don't know if he's made a change manually or whether he's just changed his kind of attitude towards the game, but Mackham is meeting Steve higher up the pitch, which does leave him open to chances like this now. What a save by Revs.
Yeah, a great card that as well, that Ruff's card. Been doing some amazing things for that Sunderland team. I myself have recently discovered that Sporting have signed a 6'6" goalkeeper. So I've got him in some early Evos with he will have footwork plus and far reach plus, which
what a great combo as well.
Well, until they release a new Schmeichel card eventually, yeah. Even
Yes.
as good as that Schmeichel card is, the long throw is just a not the greatest play style. It doesn't really work that well.
No, it doesn't do too much for you.
He generally throws the ball to the opposition. Um,
You don't need that.
no, but we're seeing here in the second half, Mackham is all over the PSV box,
Yeah, I agree.
um, looking to keep the ball moving.
Play it
Had
through.
a
Go
great
play through.
opportunity at the through ball there along the ground. Robbie was wide open, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see what he does from the throw. It's been closed down well there by Steve. Steve is going to look to play this out quickly. We could see a goal here because the way Steve plays is
Well
very
read.
direct.
Well read.
Uh, yeah, but again, well read. We're seeing more Sunderland players in attacking positions
Yeah,
in this game.
higher up the pitch.
Yeah, we could maybe have seen inside forward attack been put onto some of them
Yes,
players.
quite
It's
possibly.
looking that way. Well, the way it looks to me is like you've almost got a 4-2-4 playing here. The problem with that is that you're going to leave a cam in space and
Just
able
like
to
that.
make those kind
Oh,
of passes.
great interception.
Very
Great
fortunate.
interception.
Well, I would say bad pass.
Yes.
The pass was not the option there. It was the shot, especially with a player of R9's caliber. Left foot, right foot, that ball's going in. And we're seeing a pause cued here by Steve, old gamer, potentially looking at bringing on somebody.
Oh,
Oh,
save.
that was a
He's
great
tried that over the
chance.
top ball, and this is something I know Steve's been speaking to me about, mainly in the pro clubs gameplay, but speak to me about how to really elevate that ball so it does float over that back line. So we have been having a couple of chats. Maybe you know, I've given him a few tips that maybe can help him in his PMP matches. He's just practicing it now, but we're seeing a couple of changes now in the game. Isidore, Rig, Mundell could be coming on now. A bit more pace being injected into this side now.
Here's he's playing with cams. And he's playing against a 4-1-2-1-2. He should put some width into his game. He's behind. A bit of width into his game would give him a chance to expose areas where Steve isn't playing and force his central midfielders into wider positions. It had to be. I'm so sorry. That had to be a goal. The way he played that ball to R9 there was mwah, chef's kiss. Yeah, but he should be looking to expose the width, spreading Steve as wide as he can with his midfielders, and then forcing him into using his defenders.
And this is the thing when you're attacking against a diamond, as good as Gomez is, fantastic challenger, um, having playing against just one CDM, you can open them apart. As you said, if you were to use those half wingers and spread that play a little bit more, just having one CDM against three front men can prove difficult. What a save there! He's got to go across goal a bit more there, though.
Was that a good save, or was that too much time to make a decision? Oh,
Oh, it
fantastic
doesn't
goal!
matter though.
Fantastic goal! 4-3. The game is on, ladies and gentlemen. The game is on, and we are live with Frenzy Football
4-3.
Friday with this friendly game that is turning into a very unfriendly scenario. It is 4-3. And really, we are in a hell of a game right now. We are seeing Sunderland be represented with heart and vigor, and we're seeing PSV being represented with strength, power, and great precision from Steve.
Steve's not one
R9,
person to sit back
he's in.
though.
Oh,
Wow.
you can't let that card
No,
breathe.
can't give him
You
half
know,
the yard. I
yeah,
mean,
or just
how how
injure him, injure
yeah,
him.
how heartbreaking is it though to work so hard to get back on near level terms and then just straight away just a dagger to the heart there from R9. Playing that ball forward again, lost Obispo with a clearance and then recycled again through to Xhaka. Is he going to be a pinged pass?
Interesting when you watch Steve play is that he tends to move his defenders around a lot more than most people do.
Yeah,
And defends well with it. So credit to Steve for playing in his own way and making it work. We see this now. This looks like a move. Unfortunately, it didn't come off there. The counter is on, and when the
big goal
counter is
here.
on against this team, you are in
What's the
trouble.
ball?
He's on
Him
side.
and
Got time in the world. Fantastic finish.
game over.
Wow. Just wow. You cannot give this man an inch, and he will come at you and he will tear you apart. He is literally the Joy Division song itself. Love will tear you apart and he will love you to death. Steve is a killer.
I think that game week 1 loss against King really did eat away at Oh, here we go. He's through again. My God, this is 10 goals. 10 goals.
10 goals in this game. It is an incredible match we've got going ahead here. And really, as we go into the last minutes, we've got to ask who's going to win this game.
Some dirty
Steve.
skill moves there. What a save by Williams.
Ooh.
Got to be
We got.
Kane.
I'm not. Yeah, Steve really done well here. Looking for maybe a power shot finish.
Oh,
Well, I've just got to say, marks out of 10 for both gentlemen there. 10 out
unreal.
of 10. Phenomenal performance from Steve. Phenomenal performance from Mackham. We've seen him under pressure for the first time. And one thing we definitely know is that put Mackham under pressure, he ain't frightened. He's going to come back at you. And he's going to do
Absolutely.
everything he can to win that game. And I think that Mackham is going to learn a lot more from that than he would have done with the victory. And I think Steve, again, solidifying his position as probably the finest FIFA player, certainly in his age bracket that I know of. He is a phenom, and this guy is towards 50, knocking shit out of people that are 20, 25 years younger than him. So you just got to say 10-10 on
Passion
that from Steve. I've just got nothing but big love for him. I used to play with him in the Blitz team. Miss his banter so much. Like, I would make him 12th man for banter alone. Like, he is a 10-10 when
Absolutely.
it comes to banter. Huge congratulations. It was great watching him play. It was great watching Mackham respond. And it really showed you that the spirit of football is so alive with us and so alive in the games that we put on, but also in the competitors that come forward to play these games. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of Team Fitzy. I'm proud of Team Frenzy. And I think that when people bring the passion, bring these unique teams to the public, it gives them an opportunity to see how great this game can be when passion, thought, and execution are put in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, Doc, you're talking about passion and how much hard work's been put in. We've seen 18 goals in 2 games. We've seen a goal every 10 in game minutes tonight. We're seeing attacking football. We're seeing flair. We're seeing personality. We've seen Celtic. We've seen Leon. We've seen Sunderland. We have seen PSV. We're about to see another way that this game can be played. We're about to see another Sunderland team from Dobby in a second there, showing his team slightly different as well. I believe he's got the Joe Bellingham card that was extinct for quite a while. He will be coming up against Spider Gav in a moment with Barcelona. So Gav's been putting in a lot of effort into his team. We do want to see Gav respond from last week's stream where I believe he lost. Did he lose?
He
Who
got
was he
battered.
playing? He did. He did lose against who was it?
Ryan, was it Ryan?
Ryan. Yes, it was Ryan. But yeah, we've seen an 8-0, we've seen a 6-4. Are we going to see a trend, a goal every 10 in game minutes? Dobby's a kind of a new person in the Discord.
He is. He's a bit of an unknown quantity. So much so that when I did the teams for tonight, I actually got his team wrong.
Nah.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, he's this team. So whoever I tagged, yeah, that he ain't representing your boys anymore.
Well, if
Um,
people are joined, they can join.
let's see, let's see. Ajax Barcelona, Colchester Bayern. Oh, I know, I got it right. I got it right.
Yeah,
I thought this was Ajax versus Barcelona, but it is in fact Sunderland versus Barcelona. Is that correct?
that is correct. Yeah. So again, a second variant of the Sunderland side. Again, a lot of the same players you probably will see: Isidore, Broby, all of these kind of players, the Xhakas. But Dobby's going to show his own spin on how he believes Sunderland should be played.
Now, Dobby is someone who has kindly taken time to play friendlies with me. So this is a team I actually know pretty well. I 100% am backing Dobby here, and I think that we could see a 7-2, 8-1. Dobby really good in defense, good in the build up, good execution. If Gav is playing a 4-1-2-1-2 though, or a narrow formation, I can see him struggling because I've played against him with two setups. I've played against him with wingers and struggled, and I've played against him with a 4-1-2-1-2 and just shut his game down completely. So We'll have to see how this one goes. The match is about to kick off. Me and Tom are going to disappear. We can't wait for you guys to get to watch this match. Tom, how do you think it's going to go?
Again, I'm really hoping that the goals do continue here. I want to see Gav come out swinging. Talking about the way that Gav is set up, you are correct. He's in the 4-1-2-1-2 centre. He's got that Petit card, the Vidal card. He's been so happy with Fermin, Rashford, and Cruyff. Look at the Cruyff that he has had. Fantastic card. I believe he's an SBC about 350, 400k. Gav's been putting him through so many SBCs. So if he can get that Cruyff through goal, I will
So
expect
just
goals.
for a bit of a change here, you can see that we're using the co-op or tactical co-op camera in this game, which lets you know that Dobby likes to know where players are and he likes to make sure his players are using width. If you notice as well, we should see a little bit of second man press coming from Dobby with the double click on the RB. Gav getting himself into a great position here though. Bit too long on the ball from Cruyff. And here we see Lefay and I believe is it Isidore he's got up front.
It is it also no Broby. However, I've noticed Gav's made quite a hefty purchase. He's brought in Fabregas into his team. I know he has a great affiliation with Fabregas, being a ex-Arsenal youngster as well.
Oh,
So
definitely, and a winner at Chelsea. So let's not forget that.
that partnership with Diego Costa was unreal.
Yeah, Isidore. Now this card is a problem. Very good on its feet.
Oh,
If you allow him to ball roll around the box, he will finesse.
that is
If
what he
you
does.
allow him to get into the box, he will dance around you. It's a rare combination of size and elegance. He's like a 50-foot deer.
But as you said, it was a brilliant analogy there. But again, we're seeing a completely different setup from Dobby here. He's got a lot of tricksters. He's got Amad Diallo as well. Great block there by Ronald Araujo. But again, Gav's got to ride this wave now before he gets some more possession. Isidore with the free header in the box. Starting
Now
again.
watch the pressure that's applied here from Dobby. Like he's going to let Gav feel like he's in a great position, then he's going to crush his cam.
Setting traps.
Yeah, see his fullback ready to come back on where Gav's cam is, and he's already won the ball back.
Very
What I
smart.
want to see, I want to see Gav give a full 90 minutes. That's what I want to see. I want to see him fighting as hard. Yeah, Gav's got to be using Petit there.
Yes.
To come into the position. Now, one thing I will let people know is you have much more time to play a switch to your CDM than you realize. That you can play a switch through 2 or 3 players and get to your CDM and then bring them into a position for the AI defending to come and do a great job for you. Again, we're seeing a few tricks being thrown in defense. Obviously, much as I appreciate Dobby putting on a show, this is a friendly and we are friends, so there's not really a need for this much showmanship this early in the game.
And
But
Dobby
again,
just joined the Blitz Pro Clubs as well. So this is Dobby versus his gaffer.
Yeah, so Dobby probably going to be playing XP Club this week if he keeps this one up. That Firmin card, Gav is so in love with that Firmin card that he has promised his firstborn to it.
Well, we are also seeing Dobby using Marcus Alonso at left back. Let's hope that he's not going to have a car crash of an evening this evening as we walk through and go and Isidore
Just
for that.
Isidore again. Yeah, Gav needs to be pulling. So, for example, Gav needs to be pulling that CDM in between his centre backs and just standing still and covering the position because essentially he has 2 free roles in this team. He has the cam and the CDM. Everybody else has strict jobs, but those 2 players committed early. Isidore going to ball roll. See,
losing
free
his head.
kick. Yeah, a little bit. But nobody likes to get beat all the time. So, you can't expect people to play the game and be like, oh, I'm so happy I got beat. Gav is trying to do everything he can to be the best player he can be. Dobby is a very difficult opponent. If Gav is playing like I did before I made some changes, and it's not like the FIFA knowledge you have is no longer useful. It really is. I'm doing tricks from muscle memory that I didn't even remember that I knew. because I'm now finding myself in more space and I'm more comfortable with my tactical game plan. And you can see there is a game plan. Great tackle, Kubarasi, Fabregas on the ball, through ball, quick through ball, trigger the run,
And this is
driven.
the thing, I think, Doc, as well. So many people overcomplicate the game in the sense of they think that they've got to do everything straight away, and they almost panic and pull people out of position, or just pass because they think they're going to be pressed very quickly. If you're able to learn how to use that left trigger and the left bumper stick to be able to either enforce the ball and shield it, or just wiggle around and open up an extra dribble, the difference it makes is incredible. I mean, it gives you that
So,
extra space and composure.
for example, here, so when Gav gets the ball with Vidal, he's playing it back into the middle when he should be looking to take Vidal a little bit wide to
Mm,
commit the central midfielder, who in turn will then create the space for his cam to be in.
absolutely. And look at the space that Isidore is now having. It's
Yeah.
almost as if he's playing as a false nine now as well. As
Yeah,
is
he is. He
yeah,
is 100%. I know he is because he's told me that his choice of striker is a false nine,
yeah.
and there's huge advantages to that and disadvantages as well. It means that you have to work it to get it into the box. Again, Gav going back to the middle, go wide, go wide. Just take him out wide.
Got to
And
spread the play out a bit, isn't it? And spread Dobie's players around
well,
because he's bunched up with those intercept play styles as well. You're just playing into Dobie's hands.
well, the four at the back are staying as a foot. Great use, Bruiser, Bruiser, Bruiser.
Hello, what a blinking turn! What a
Well, look,
goal!
great goal, but that is exactly how Gav needs to play.
Yes,
Use that bruiser in those situations, win the ball. Gav has some of the best defense midfielders in the game at his disposal, some of the most creative players in the game at his disposal. He feels this is the system for him. If it is, then obviously, he needs to understand that leaving, don't slide tackle, don't do it. Just
overcommitting, isn't it?
well, no, I didn't want him to get sent off.
Very true. Very, very true.
I'd like to see Gav take the ball back to his goalkeeper here. Just keep it for a little bit. Become familiar with the ball again. Sometimes it's nice to just have the ball for a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again,
which is what Barcelona are known for as well.
yeah, and the thing, Dobby's looking to impress as well. Being new to the Discord and new to the tournament, he's looking to impress people. He's looking to say, hey, I'm a good player. So unfortunately, there now, thankfully for Gav, I think it's P&P game, so I don't think that red card is going to count. I think, well, no, it was Kubarasi, wasn't it, that was on the yellow.
Yes.
The Bellingham Xhaka link up is really solid. Bellingham 6'3". Alonso now moving to centre back with Alessi. That Abdallah card now being replaced by Diarra. Diarra card's a great card, by the way. Some real speed on that card. Hera Troida, very surprised he's on the bench. One of the biggest players in the game. So he'd be a player I would definitely have in my team. Or Gertrude, if you don't know how to say his name in Dutch. I spent about 18 months learning it. And I'm probably still wrong. So you can see the key to playing people like Dobby is just being patient in defense. Don't give him the opportunity to beat you, make him beat you. Now, that's much easier said than done, especially when you've come from generations of playing this game where essentially manual defending was the only way to defend. Now manual defending is just moved up the pitch. You just treat your CDMs in the same way you used to treat your centre backs, track runs, close people down, and when the ball goes wide, once your fullback is in a tackling position, switch. You can just put them under pressure. Now we don't like to see this from Gav. We'd like to see him trying and put himself into the game a little bit, doing keepy ups in the middle of the pitch at 5-0. That says to me mentally his game might have gone a little bit, and I really enjoy having Gav on and his friendlies on. Obviously, I want him to play with as much passion as he can do. Isidore here, simple finish outside of the foot.
Yeah.
6-0.
On now. Tracking the striker running through them. But this is a strange thing. Dobby's made all 5 subs within the first 50 minutes of the game. which I don't think I've ever seen before. But Gav trying to do a bit of skills here with Cruyff before being saved again by Rubes.
Yeah, no, Dobby doing a great job here.
I think Dobby's got potential to get this into double figures with that red card in mind, with knowing that there is also 40 minutes left to go, which can be a very, very long time if you
Mm,
are the player that is 6-0 down with a red card.
yeah, yeah. Dobby is someone who is constantly working on his game.
Yes,
He's constantly looking for ways to improve it. What I really appreciate about Dobby is that he's not doing this with one of the great sides in the world. This is a
no,
crafted team, and he's really trying to make this team act the way that he wants it to. It's a great play with Vidal there, committing the man,
it is
making the
good by
turn.
Rashford
It
as well.
opened it opened the space for him. And now we're in a position where if you can just there we go, bit of bruiser.
Fantastic news there. Much better.
Yeah, I think that Bolde card might have had its day. By the way, I think it looks a bit outdated now.
Oh,
Isidore
through
through.
again
He's so good on the shoulder. He just slips
is
through you.
the half turn spin that Dobby does use. But one thing, as you alluded to there, Dobby hasn't got a massive range of high quality players to choose from, but he does have a Diarra that he has brought on to make it 7-0. But no, looking at the bench of Dobby as well, the evolutions he's got are of like cards at worst base silvers. Siddiqui we've seen now, I think 90 or 91 rated, being from a 74 rated silver, and that's from his bench. So you can see the amount of time that Dobby has put into this team as Cruyff takes another shot, Rubes with the save.
Great card, that Cruyff card. Striker or cam position. Going to do great things all day. Um, Great defense there from the deep ball. He's looking to take him wide. Already overcommitted. We need to see him cut the angle here. Early shot, low
He's
driven
not
finish.
catching. He's not catching.
He is not showing any quarter here towards Gav. I think maybe the keepy ups might have annoyed him a little bit. I know that if I was in a situation at that score, I would be like, "What are you doing, man?"
Yeah,
Um,
I think Dobby is
so
definitely going for the double figures now as well.
he
He looks
is.
very
He is.
strong.
Again, look at that Isidore card
Penalty.
has. Do you see what I mean about it? Just has a way about it. Like it's
He does.
gangly, it's awkward. It looks tall but thin. Um, I found it a really difficult card to handle. And to tell you another card I found really hard to handle. Loon 98. Shout out to Loon 98. He has I think it's called. I can't remember his name. It's an itch striker,
Stefanovic. Yeah,
Stefanovic or something like
Stefanovic.
that. He's huge. He's physical. He runs through the middle of you, and it really was a wake up call for me. So much so that I've been arranging sporting players by height lately.
No.
um,
Are we
and
going
trying
to
to
see
find
the
a better
10
one.
from Mikel Madron? And again, another. You do not want to be seeing this kind of head loss in a friendly match. It's a penalty now to Dobby. Another red card, two red cards for Gav now. 71 minutes in, 9 men, 9-0 down, and a penalty to make it 10. This is not what you want to be seeing on a friendly.
No, no, it's not. It's not. If I wanted to see a public execution, I'd move to Saudi Arabia. Um, this is one where he's clearly going to be looking for the goal here. Great free kick
Oh, just
or
over.
not. So with two cards in defence and Gav refusing to make tactical changes to save some face, I hope that you have enjoyed Gav being on the Friday show. We're going to talk to him, do a bit of work with him, help his game out, and get him back on in a few weeks, just to sort of help him regain a bit of his head. Because obviously conceding 10 by the 73rd minute is not where you want to be. Certainly, we don't want Gav to be suffering
No,
these kind of
absolutely.
embarrassments. We want him to feel good about his game and evolve his game. So, we understand. We understand that feeling. We understand that you're going to hack him down, and obviously, being ball rolled like that for 11 isn't where you want to be. But you have to keep your head. You have to be calm in these games when you concede goals. I am not saying that I am any better than Gav. I'm not. We're probably about the same level. But what I do know is that you have to maintain the game plan in your head after every goal conceded because you know that's how you score goals. So
We've
unfortunately
seen here from
here
Bobby, he's
again,
not
just
changed a thing.
well, I mean, when you leave, when you're missing the two defenders and you don't put anybody back there, you're essentially just saying to the other guy, "I'm here to be your prison lady."
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, Dobby's going for my record against Gav of 15-0. So actually, Gav, defend.
well, that was in a competitive game, so this
Yes.
is a friendly. None of these red cards are going to carry over.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
As far as Gav and his organization is concerned, this isn't going to go down as a competitive game. It's not going to impact him. What we are going to do is try and help Gav get the best
Yes.
out of his game, so that when he does come on the show in a few weeks, we can help him have a much more competitive performance. Great defending there. See,
Much
that's the
better.
kind of that's brilliant defending by Gav there. I'm not here to relay into the guy. When he does good things, I'm gonna say. But again,
Absolutely.
oh, the stutter. See, again, the stutter step there, stopping it from going in.
Yes.
Uh, Great win there, driving the ball out with Vidal, which obviously is something he can do. Uh,
It's just pressed. I think this is the formation. Dobby has spent a lot of time this week, especially in the Discord with Ben, playing the 4-2-3-1. He's kind of, it
and
looks like,
myself as well. I've been playing him a lot.
yeah, so
Sometimes
he's had
back
a
to
lot of
back
game
games.
time this week. Come on, Gav, get that goal.
Look, whether he does or whether he doesn't, I think that it's important that we protect Gav and we make sure that he's able to come back in his P&P game this week and be stronger.
He will.
Um,
He will.
I think that Dobby's come out here trying to make a point. He's made his point. We've seen Gav struggle in this game. Now, unfortunately, we won't be hearing from Gav tonight because of the time schedule that we have running. But we will be speaking to him in private and obviously trying to lift him up a little bit and trying to help his game get to where it wants to be. But unfortunately, there, Gav on the back end of a 12-0 scoreline in a friendly game that really it felt like one person took very seriously and another person not so much. And that isn't the kind of football that we want, and it isn't the kind of football that you guys are going to enjoy. So we want to give you the best show, and I want the best Gav on this show. Feeling comfortable and happy in his game. He is such a hard worker with his work that he does in blitz, managing the team, being in the
He's got.
boardroom, playing for the team. He's a father. He's a husband. And he is trying his best to be the best FIFA player that he can be. And what we're going to do is, as friends, we're going to take him to one side and we're just going to see what we can do to help him. Try and get him back to his natural game. Just again, be like me. I'm not saying I'm great. I'm just saying just be ready to you know in knowing nothing you are truly free to know everything, and I think that that's how
Yes.
your approach has to be when rebuilding your game. Don't be like, oh, I know how to do that. Don't look for shortcuts. Look at your game and say, okay, what do I need to do? And
Mm.
then accept that you're going to fuck up a lot, because you're going to try and switch to your CDM, and you're going to do second man press and bring your centre back out and be like, what am I doing? But then you develop your game. I've gone from 4-2-2 to 4-2-1-3. I've got two deep line playmaker. I've got a deep line playmaker, a holding player. I've got a left winger that, through playing so much, is now an attack. I've got a right winger who's now a wide playmaker in build up, and I've got a poacher at striker. So after just a week, I've been able to not only strip my game back, but also start to implement things that give me an advantage in games. So we're going to help Gav. Tom's going to help Gav. Fitz is going to help Gav. And Dobby's going to help Gav. And we're all going to help bring his game up and forward. But the most important thing for me is he's my friend. Okay. And I want to protect him. So we
100%. I
don't want
mean,
to
he's a
see him
Discord
see him.
legend. He's an admin. He's a founding member of. the Frenzy Discord itself. You know, he's someone who really is always there for everyone else. So of course we're all going to be there for him as well this evening. It's never
How,
nice 12-0.
however, let's talk about the man of the moment, the 12
Oh,
0. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. So yeah, I've played Dobby a few times this week. I think it was. I'm not going to talk about the score lines because it's not fair. Drew one, lost three, I think. I know what that Isidore's card like. I know what he can do with that Isidore card. And Lefay or Lefy from the right wing,
yeah.
it's a problem card. It really is a problem card. His midfielders, Xhaka, if he gets the ball outside the box, you're in trouble. There isn't really many weak points in his team.
No, and that's incredible graft from him because he's found that niche. He's found the perfect balance in his team. I mean, he brought on Diarra, who's a centre mid, and for me, Diarra is more of a CDM, but he's put him as a left attacking mid.
He
And he's
has.
flourished.
He's putting for a few evos and
He
really
knows
created a
what
little
he's
bit of a
doing. He's
monster.
found his cards. He's found exactly how he wants his team to play. He's got the identity. As you said, Doc, with yourself, you've started to move people around and find that balance. That looked like one of the most polished performances from Dobby in terms of being relentless, sticking to a game plan, as you said, and scoring 99% of your chances.
That's how he plays. That isn't. I showed up tonight. That's how he plays. He's very committed to his game, and I think that knowing what he's going through, I just want to lift the guy up a bit. Same
Yeah.
with Ben. I just want to lift Ben up. These guys are going through some difficult times, as I'm sure a lot of people are, in terms of trying to find work, maintain work, all those kind of things. This game is an opportunity to be a part of a community, so we want to lift people up. We're going to move on from that game. Praise Dobby. Big shout out to Dobby with his 12.
Well done. Absolutely.
Isidore with 6. The one with Isidore is this. You think that you've shut the angle on the finesse shot to the wide, and he hits the Trivella near post, low driven.
You don't expect it, and that's Dobby all over.
Yeah, yeah.
Expect the unexpected.
So you
this
go
guy,
for bit of goalkeeper movement, and all
yeah,
of a sudden it's an empty net. So yeah,
a
credit to
punisher,
him in that
a
one.
true punisher. We've got a few minutes now, Doc, before our final game of the evening. I mean, it's flown by already. We're back to the PMP League, though. We're back to the Super Six matchup. And before we gave the fixtures out, we always put a bit of a teaser in the Discord of who's playing who, a little nugget of information of what the matches could possibly be. And Ben, I was teasing him all day because myself being Crystal Palace, Smithy being Colchester. Obviously, we're both from England in our teams. And Ben being Germany, we posted a flag of England versus Germany, and Ben thought it would be Crystal Palace, myself versus Ben, thinking I'd probably give him another 11-0 treatment like I did to Challen in game week 1. He was a bit panicked. So,
Ooh, I'm so good at the game.
well, I've taken a leaf out of Dobby's book, or shall we say he's taken one out of mine. We've gone more than a goal every 10 minutes now, just to be clear. We've played 3 games and got 30 goals, Doc.
Well, there's 20 in 2 of them, so 30 goals. Dobby clearly playing with one sock and the freedom that comes with it. Doing a great job in that game. So next game, this is a huge one. I'm actually going to tag the Colchester guys in this. To let's get some traction. Oh no! I accidentally reported him. Never mind. Oh well.
He has just gone live on his stream. Give Smithy a follow, guys. Give both Ben and Smithy a follow. I mean, these are 2 people who are day one people in the Discord. Ben maturing so much over the years, just still being the controversial character that he is, but he's a lovable rogue, is what I like to call him, representing Bayern Munich, putting in so much time, being trained by Dobby for the past 2 weeks as well. So let's see if we can see some similarities in the way that Dobby and Ben play. Has Ben picked up anything? I mean, selfishly, I want him to get absolutely battered because my boy Smithy, who is currently unbeaten in the first 2 weeks of the PMP, I believe it's on 4 points now after a win and a draw against Chinese Ryan, 4-4 draw. So hopefully, Tavide, it is his time. He can turn up in the final game of the evening. Fingers crossed for Team Frenzy. Fingers crossed for Colchester. Fingers crossed Smithy gets a trip to Colchester to come and meet the players. I mean, it would just make my day knowing he could meet these players as well, Dom.
Well, I'm tagging Colchester right now, and I'm letting them know it's your boy Smithy and his P&P game. And hopefully this gets in some traction with those people. I've thanked Smithy for hosting the game tonight, and I'm thankful to everyone who's gone out of their way to be involved and to host games tonight and really make the show possible. Because without the people who are involved, we wouldn't be in a position to give you a show. And I'm really grateful to Smithy for being a consistent performer for us and being someone that plays with such passion, such self control, as well as being somebody that comes out and gives his all no matter what result he's really facing. So a lot of respect for that. A lot of respect for Ben as well. Ben is someone who is doing everything he can to be the best FC player he can be right now. Again, going through some difficulties in his own life, so really doing everything he can to find passion and community, which is what he has here. Ben is a member of the community, and this is what's really great about the community. Ben is a very outspoken member of the community. He's very opinionated. Nobody has a problem with that because we have this thing called consensus where we agree to disagree. And that is a big part of the Discord. Anybody with like crazy thoughts obviously probably didn't get through the door anyway. But we are very grateful to Smithy for putting this game on. He is the 12th man of the Frenzy team, and he is also and he can play anywhere in pro clubs, whether it's centre back, right back, striker. He can do it all. So we're really looking forward to Smithy in this game. I don't know if you can message him. Yeah, and hopefully we can get the game going. But yeah, incredibly proud to be showing this game. Incredibly proud to presenting this as our final game of the night. This one, it counts, ladies and gentlemen. And
this does.
I think prediction time. So I'm going to go first so that you can take some time. As much as I would love to see Smithy get the shout out from Colchester, I'm going to put all logic to one side, and I'm going to believe that this is Ben's time, and this is Ben's moment, and he will seize it. He is going to come out, he's going to play hard football, he's going to play technical football with his feet, and he's going to be ready to pounce. So I'm going to say, by one goal, Ben.
I mean, are you going to put a scoreline on there, or are you just going to say it's going to be one goal?
By one goal. Yeah. I think if my boy turns up, it'll be by a goal because he's a competitor.
And I know Ben will be watching this now. He can't take himself away from the limelight, bless him. The pressure's on Ben. He needs points. Team Fitzy need points, right?
No.
They do. The pressure's
Listen, on. No, it's not like that anymore. It's not like that. Listen, the disparity between the teams early on is clear. So what's important is how people are feeling individually. And I just want Ben to go out there without any pressure, without any responsibility. There are much better players than me and you, Ben, on this team. And it's their responsibility to get these points. We are here to be competitors, and I believe in you. And Tom's probably going to try and say something to wind you up, so I'm just going to close out myself a little bit here. Ben, I believe in you. I believe that you can win this game. But even if you don't win this game, I still believe in you because I know you're doing everything you can to be the best player you can be. All right, so go out there and enjoy it. Try your best. And know that that's all we ask of you. Much love, brother. Right, now you can massacre him.
Yeah, I mean, what a load of shit. Ben's already restarted this game. He's panicking. He don't know what buttons he's bloody pressing. We are about to kick off in a minute. I mean, again, I'm just going to put the pressure on. Fitzy do need the points. They are lacking. He's been training all week. He's got to deliver. He's just seen that the person who's been training him has won 12-0. He's got to win. the pressure's on. Smithy, Colchester versus Bayern Munich. Smithy's got no chance if you go. Smithy has, which Ben doesn't quite clearly in most of his matches, is the composure. He hasn't got it in him. Smithy is going to be winning this game, not a problem.
I believe in him. Okay, and you're trying to tear him down.
Good.
That's not very friendly.
There's a title on the line, Doc. I mean, you've got to pull out all the traps, and Ben is a massive shit talker, so he's got to have it.
Do you know what I completely forgot? I forgot that you got knocked out so early that winning means so much to you right now. I forgot about that. Forgive me.
Look at the league table again, Doc. Look at it again. I mean,
I've only conceded 17, all right, and I've scored a good 4 goals, all right.
None conceded, 14 on the board, top of the league. I mean, let's just recap. I mean, Doc, do you mind just flicking over to my Twitter page for a second just to show the latest video that we've got out whilst we're waiting, because the boys have to reset due to some technical issues. So if you can, just flick over to my Twitter page. I believe it's a 50-second video, a couple of highlights of goals. I believe your goal's in there as well, actually.
Was there? I don't know why.
It was a cracking goal. I think it was you. I might be giving you credit for something that's not happened.
You're
but
giving me credit for something.
This is what we'll see every Thursday night when we announce the fixtures. So fair play to all these boys who are turning up within less than 24 hours.
You've got to run pin that message, bro.
It's an old one. It's an old one. Just telling the boys, just 2 minutes whilst we show this promotional video for game week 3, if you can find it.
Promotional video, I'm not so sure about, but right. Just give me 1 second. I have a slight performance issue in bringing this up. So if you give me 1 second. Okay, there we go.
Just a shout out whilst Doc is going through sorting out some of the technical things. Not that we do this for the numbers. We've never been this for the numbers. We never will be it for the numbers. We'll happily do it just for a few people. 62 people live on Twitch, live on Twitter watching right now. Thank you so much for coming along. Doc's about to show the rough table. I know it's hard to see. Only 10 seconds.
We'll run through it pretty quickly. We'll run through the video. So, sorry, 1 moment. That's my bad. Top of the league, we have Frenzy with Crystal Palace. We have New 98 in second place, Sheep's Goated, Fitzy the Bard in fourth, United VYD, Azza, then a stream of Team Fitzy, Mackham, Chinese Ryan, Emethan Abs, and closing out the top 10 is Darren Adam. So obviously we can see from this video here that that's the table. We can see the goal differences. Obviously Darren going to be taking a huge leap in goal difference, and currently the points total before tonight, Team Frenzy picking up 52 to Team Fitzy's 28. So a lot of work to be done. Now 55 to 28 after tonight's game, and a lot of work to be done in terms of getting those O's out of the place. If you look at the bottom of the table, obviously we're going to see much more representation from Team Fitzy, with the likes of Tino, Josh Does Games, myself, Wolfman, and Challen taking up the bottom. Myself with a goal difference of minus 13. Goals against 17, goals for 4. So fortunately for me, I appear to have been one of the people to have scored a goal in the bottom, which puts me amongst, king of the idiots. I was going to say something else then. But yeah, Team Frenzy coming in very strong. Team Fitzy doing its best to be competitive, but also struggling in trying to find their rhythm and their pace. It's only game week 3. We have, including the games to come, where there's 6 games, 24 points. Make a huge difference. We're going to see people knock each other out as well. But now we are going to move on to our final and biggest game of the night.
Marquee matchup.
Yeah, marquee matchup really, which is going to be Bayern hosting against Colchester. We're going to loop that up now. We can see the lads are ready to go. Big shout out to the lads for playing this game on stream. Again, must express that you cannot understand the pressure of playing on stream, the pressure of people watching you and judging you. So, big shout out to Ben for doing this, and good luck to Smithy and Colchester. And if there are any people here from Colchester United, give the lad a tour. Come on.
Absolutely. Give him
He,
something. He deserves
he,
it.
he loves you. He loves you so much. He's put hundreds of hours into evoing cards to make them the most competitive. We're going to see red on yellow for the final game, and we're both looking forward to this. Tom with his shithousery and me with my positivity, hoping that the positivity shines through tonight.
It's normally
Hell
the
of a
other way
game. I know. Normally I'm the negative Nancy, but
around. Yeah.
apparently tonight you're the cunt. So
No, I've
you know.
got. I'm enjoying it. I must be honest. I mean, who knows? I might eat my words shortly. Ben's been working so hard on these evos. The Diaz striker card that he's got, not the Tony Cruz is shown on the screen there. What a team that Ben has got. But will he be able to handle Colchester? There's only one way to find out, though.
Yeah, and we kick off here with Elise playing in the cam position, Harder out wide, Gwyn at fullback, Alaba, Tar, and I can't remember who his right back is. Quick balls into Elise, looking to use Harder, a very underrated card, gets ahead of
Great
people.
start.
Luis Diaz turns around and scores, and 1-0 to Bayern! Come on,
Oh!
Ben! Come on, Ben! However, this is the first
You've got
time
to
we're going to see
salute him.
Smithy on the ball. Smithy under a bit of pressure here already, with Ben essentially scoring with his first attack. Looking to knock the ball around a little bit here, looking to play it into feet. Gordon here looking to create space, but Ben's not engaging.
Good
Ben
play.
isn't engaging. Look at the way he's using João Cancelo there to win the ball back. He's looking at Neuer. He knows he's in a winning position here. That Harder card, very underrated. And that Cruz card, I'm telling you, that Cruz card may be one of the best cards in the game. It's Tony Cruz with pace and movement.
Oof.
And you see Ben using his central defensive midfielders to shield the ball and get himself into a better position. Elise coming through here on the left foot, ball roll and plays it back. Harder looking
into feet.
Luis Suarez is going to be another goal. 2-0 to Bayern. T. Fitzy. Didn't you hear me? Can you hear me? Come on.
What a start by Bayern München. What a start by Ben. I mean, Smithy, we've seen him go behind early on before and come back into a game. Is he going to be able to do it today? Ben with a lead is looking very strong, but my head tells me Smithy's still got a goal in him. This next goal, if Ben goes 3 up, then I hate to say it, but it sounds like early curtains for me, though.
Well, it's more a case of if Ben can score with every attack, which he's done so far, then Smith is going to be in trouble. Harder again. This card is so underrated. You don't see it in teams, but Ben executes with it again to Elise, but he's taking his time. He's taking his time in the box. Great play. Alonso with the ball, the ball roll. Out of position right now. Long goal kick to the striker would do a great job. Again, great play there. Wins the ball, sets it up.
Oh.
Now watch this. You're going to see the corner coming out here. You might see a short corner in the edge of the box.
Wow, you can already tell that you've been working on the tactics together as a team. I mean, I don't blame you being so far behind, but Ben is really, really coming out swinging in this game. Fair play to him. To Vide winning the ball there.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. He is, you can tell he's worked on his game. And because he's worked on his game, he's in a great position. You know, you don't need 100 tricks to be great at this game, but if you have one trick that you can do well, that'll get you into space, you're going to execute. Now, look how he uses his midfielders here. Going back to his centre back, needs to change to his midfielder. He is using his fullback to close out the space. Needs to change to his midfielder, use the second man press on the fullback. But yeah, we're seeing great football here. And Smithy in it, it's 2-0. One goal is going to change everything. We know Ben is a confidence player.
Absolutely. I mean, Smithy, if he can find this goal within the next 15, 20 minutes, and it's absolutely game on. Great block there from Jonathan Tah. I mean, really nice pair of centre-halves. Alaba, who he has used in the evolution there. Jonathan Tah and Alaba with Cancelo and Gwyn. Very fast backline, very strong backline. Are we going to see a goal here? And we are. He's coming back into the game. Smithy doesn't know when to stop. It's Tom
You would have to say, very unfortunate to go through the legs of the defender there.
It is, but Smithy is taking his one opportunity that he has had. Has Ben got it in the locker to come back swinging and reloaded that 2-goal lead? It looks like he
Well,
already
I,
is
I,
having a go.
well, yeah. I tell you how you know that he is. He didn't like take a pot shot there.
You're right. Patience.
He's being
That's the
patient.
difference this week.
He's looking to play the ball into Suarez. Suarez shoot goal.
Oh, lucky bounce back to him there, but again, Ben's
Yeah, but
got himself into a good position.
yeah, it's not part of his game plan,
No,
so he couldn't execute. But what is in his game plan, he's executing well.
absolutely. Smithy just, getting a feel for the ball again. It almost feels like he's trying to drag Ben out a bit, pull his players out of position before hitting a ball on the counter attack there. This
Yeah,
is
Ben,
kind of
uh,
style.
old Ben. I would say, yeah,
He
absolutely.
bites on it. Yeah.
New Ben, he knows what he's doing.
Let's go. What a ball that is. What a goal!
Oh, and there we see the
He's come
problem
back.
with David Alaba. He
Reads
isn't
the
very
goal.
tall. He isn't very strong. He is controlled. You know, if I've learned anything from this P&P league, it's that if you have a capable 6'4" plus striker, you're gonna cause problems.
Absolutely. I mean, we're seeing a lot more goals, as you said and alluded to there, Doc, from the crosses. What a pinpoint cross that was to take Neuer out at that front post. Momentum with Tavide now. What a
Oh,
save.
what a save from Neuer! What a
Neuer
save! What a
rolling back the ears
game!
there.
This game is phenomenal.
2 goals apiece after 36 minutes, and it could quite easily be 3-3 or 4-4, Doc.
I'm just admiring the way in which Ben is defending. He's done so well. He's trying to give himself, and even there, he was making sacrifices in other areas and saying, "Go on, Manuel,
Be brave.
win, make that save." And I think that's the thing with all great teams is that they need a great goalkeeper so that
Yes.
when it's that moment they can execute. But again,
It goes
his
back
use of
here.
interesting, not really anybody to hit with that ball. That
Yeah,
would say to me that Ben maybe feel a little bit frustrated in his attack at the moment.
as you would. I
Uh,
think being 2 goals up and cruising, and could have quite easily got the third goal to go 3-0 up and really close off the match in the first half.
my general feeling in this game is that a 2 goal lead is essentially like a 1 goal lead in real football.
It is, yeah.
It's a momentum swing, and momentum plays a huge part in the game, not just from a DDA perspective, but from Harder in so much space here, committing 2 players. The ball needs to go back to Biscoff.
Great interception by Tucker.
Yeah. If he'd have gone back to Cruz and then pinged it into the middle, he'd have been in a great position. Now, this is audacious. Could he be punished? He might be. Harder putting the defense under pressure. Do you want to be doing this in the last minute? And really, you've got to say the referee saving Smithy there.
Absolutely. I think one thing Smithy's got to do is take his time a little bit more. He's rushing a few things in the attack.
You can take his time more. How much time do you want him to take?
In the attack, I've seen a few times there where Smithy could have given off the extra pass twice inside Ben's box, where he has then been intercepted by some fantastic defending. But one thing we have seen now is Smithy's made a quick change to bring Mbeek on. If we remember Mbeek from game week 1, he did score a hat-trick, I believe, in his first game in the P&P. Mbeek and Tavidi up front, second half now. We're going to see something different from Smithy. A lot of pace in Mbeek.
Well, a lot of pace and size. I think he's looking to utilize, basically recreate the second goal.
Yes.
He knows he has the physical advantage. I would say that the technical advantage lies with Ben up front. He's got a lot of technical players, small players, but this is probably going to go across to the back post right now.
Very patient there.
But for me, huge mistake. It's a goal.
Goal. And this is the thing with Smithy. He hasn't had loads of chances, but the ones he does have, and Beak, after 3 minutes of being on the pitch, scoring a goal.
I've got to say, if I was Colchester and I was seeing this game, I would be so proud of this man. He's taking this club to represent. Well, I mean, look, he is representing Colchester, and he is basically putting Bayern to the sword, and fantasy football.
Oh, what a ball!
This is a new Ben.
It's on.
I told you.
The old Ben would have crumbled.
It's a new day, okay? This guy is not going to fold. He's not going to be doing fucking keepy ups when he gets the ball at halftime down 5-0. He's come to play. And I tell you something, he's giving it out there.
He is. What a match. This is why we called it the marquee matchup. I mean, We're very close again. Sammy Schmodix! 4-3 to
Jesus.
Smith Dog.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Neuer's got to do more with that.
Yeah, I agree. After seeing the saves he scored, the saves that he put on in the first
Oh,
half.
fantastic win there. Get the ball in.
Him.
Now, Harder's becoming a known quantity, but it doesn't mean you can really stop her. Back post is looking lively right now. Patience.
Lovely
Patience.
dribbling from Ben. Great block as well, though.
Yeah. He was looking for the cutback. The cutback was cut off by Smithy. So you've got to say, fantastic play there. A goal in it as we enter the last 30 minutes, and this has definitely been the game of the night. It's really nice to see two people close in skill and ability coming out and playing to their best ability. This is what the P&P League is about. This is what we want to bring you week in, week out. We can only apologise for the previous game. But this is exactly what we want to be doing, how we want to be playing. And big shout out to Smithy. Big shout out at Ben Anakin on X if you want to follow his Bayern Munich journey. And Smithy currently at Smithy SMYTHYY _ on Twitch if you want to give him a follow for when he's doing his P&P games. But back to the game. 4-3, Smithy building up great play here. How do you think this is going to go, Tom?
If Smithy gets this goal now, it's going to be curtains. It is. It's 5-3 to Smithy. 30-odd minutes to go. Ben with the pause. Is he going to change anything either? We see Smithy potentially making some changes, or is he happy with the team?
I think we might see some changes. I think we might see Luis Diaz going out left. We might see Elise going out right. And we might see possibly Muller, possibly Kane even coming off the bench and just basically trying to be that man in the box that is. You probably noticed that he keeps on going into the box and looking to cut back to a striker. Unfortunately, strikers have been out physical right now, so maybe he's going to do that. But not seeing any sort of Goretzka for Harder. So we are seeing.
Any other changes? Just the one.
Oh, just Goretzka to Lamb. Okay, that's an interesting.
That is interesting. I mean, Bishkov, you wouldn't really put down as an out-and-out cam either. I know a bit more nimble than others, but who am I to question when Ben is scoring so freely?
Let's go, Ben. Let's go, Ben. Let's go. You got this, brother.
One thing I've noticed, Doc, that Ben's been doing a lot of is low-driven finesses. They are very much broken. I think that's his third low-driven finesse of this game. So Smithy needs to get a hold of him, needs to get a bit more touch tight.
He does. I'd like, one thing I've not seen used that I have been using to great effect is just the double tap of the RB to get players a bit tighter.
Yes. Cut back, surely.
No, he's not going to. He's going for it.
Is he going to... Wow! Smithy's showing him way too much respect there. He's going to turn back again, surely.
Yeah, he's not going to get. Yeah, he didn't have the angle to get the power on the shot there. Mm-hmm. Go short. Recycle this.
Great header.
Oh, we got a game. 15 minutes to go. Come on, Ben.
Tonight we've seen 40 goals in under 4 full matches.
Have him, Ben. Obviously, we remain impartial.
Wow, are we going to see a winner here? Momentum is with Ben. You would expect him to go forth and score now. Even though playing Goretzka in the left attacking mid-roll, has Smithy got the minerals in him to fight back once more and go in the lead? Or is Elise going to continue to tear it up Tucker with the interception?
I think we're going to see a goal here from Smithy. I think that what happened just there is going to be in his head, and we're going to see here, chasing the play.
Oh, no.
Really well played.
It's got to be into feet there. It's got to be into feet.
Oh, it's a bit floaty.
This could go either way. 3 points are on the line for either team. And my God, the pressure is on now for both players. They're both representing. Smithy really wants to extend that lead. Team Fitzy with Ben really need to be pulling this game back. Tucker through to Davide. He's hit the bar.
He's hit the bar. 8 minutes to go and he hits the bar. Ben all over the place. Oh, saved by the feet of Neuer. Oh my God!
What a game!
God! I can't. I just.
It could go anyway.
Logic has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a hell of a game right now. Um, Ben with the better resources,
I
perhaps
mean,
is able to bring somebody on that can change the game for him. If it was me, I'd be bringing Harry Kane on with 7 to go because
not to.
I'd feel like even at his slowest, he's still going to be as fast as the centre backs.
Finisher
And
is a finisher at the end of the day.
yeah,
And if you get
yeah,
one chance, you want
we'll
Kane
bring in the
off.
keeper out here. He's going to go. Is it going to be? Oh no, you're so fortunate
He's going
there,
to break
throwing the
now.
ball
Ben
out.
has got to break. He's on the
Ben,
break now with Tony Cruz of all people playing it forward. Is he going to bring it back with Goretzka or run the line here? He's got him
he's got to
pinged
play the
past
ball back,
and
play the ball in.
incisive into feet now. Releases through as a
Oh, he's
goal.
got it! He's got it! He's 6'5"! He's 6'5"! Miguel Elise, you beautiful bastard! Thank you! Oh my god, Ben, we fucking love you!
Oh
Ah,
my God.
let's go! Let's go!
Wow. Doc, this is what the P&P League is all about. 11 goals, and there's still
Oh,
time for another one. This is
no, there
ridiculous.
isn't. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. No
Elise
time for
with
another one.
the goal. My goodness
On
me.
his
It's
weak
6-5
foot
to
as well.
Ben. 5 to go. Is there another goal?
I genuinely probably yes. Great defense. Now he's got the ball here. He needs to consolidate his
He's got to be
position.
smart. He's got to be smart now. Surely he's got to be smart now. Bring home the 3 points to Team Fitzy because, my God, they need it. Let's see. Fair play to Ben as well. All gamesmanship shit talking to him before the game, but do you know what? He's put his knob on the table. He's shown his meat and he's shown his ability this evening. 6-5.
He's
Smithy
last
last
minute.
got to go.
He's
This is
got an
got to be a
opportunity.
goal.
He's got an opportunity. He needs to get the ball. He's dribbling round. Still,
Goodness me!
penalty.
It's a penalty.
Penalty.
It's a penalty.
It's a penalty. We shouldn't even be playing the game, ref. What the fuck's going on?
He's going to save it. He's going to save it. You just know the limbs. If he saves this now, it's going to be.
It's going down the middle. It's a Panenka.
Pressure is on. Team frenzy. Are we going to get a point, or is Ben going to take all three? Golazo! 6-6. Come on, Smithy. We're bringing home a point. Game of the week already. 6-6. That is heartbreak for Ben because you can see how much effort he's put into it.
No,
However,
no.
Smithy has got the heart.
Ben's come out of this with a point.
He has. He has got a point.
You didn't expect it. I said it would be by a goal. It almost was. Ben, what a result. What a result. That's all I've got to say. What a result, mate. I mind blown. Mind blown. I just
unreal.
What a performance.
2 Warriors.
Whoever's playing Ben next week, you're in trouble because he's improving week in, week out. Smithy with a huge test of mental strength and him coming in strong on that one to bring the game back. I think it was a shit decision by the ref.
I think he bottled it. I think the ref bottled it.
I think the player ran into the centre back.
I agree. I agree.
And you would have to say that when Ben was in that position where he had Cancelo, he had the opportunity to play an inventive around to the corner flag. If he'd done that, or if the fact that he crossed the halfway line at 90:59,
I know
is kind of crazy.
It's ridiculous.
But we can only say congratulations to both lads for putting on the game of the night. Unreal. It has been an absolute privilege calling this game. Tom, what can you say?
I am speechless, and it's very rare, Doc, that you and I are this far into nearly 2 hours in. 42 goals in 4 games this evening. Could have been more. It could have been more goals as well. Unreal. It's been amazing to share this evening with you. This has made what was a very stressful week an amazing week now. The amount of discussion going on between the boys in the Discord, it's unreal at the moment. And it's amazing to share this moment with our community, Doc, over on YouTube and X. I'm sure that they've enjoyed it as well.
Listen, for me, I keep on saying it every week. It just keeps getting better. The performances keep on getting better. The pressure, the excitement, the upsets. I mean, that's an upset.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
an
yeah,
upset. I was saying 6-1.
yeah. I mean, we
Six
knew
one.
Ben would give it a bit more because he's been training so bloody hard. But again, yeah, you are right. The mentality, the difference that a week can make from someone who has lost to someone who's now pulled up a draw. And let's be honest, he's given Smithy the hardest game of the PMP
Well,
so far.
look,
Six
Smithy
goals,
scored some goals that normally wouldn't be scored. He scored a header. Don't normally get them.
a
He had
penalty.
a penalty, wasn't deserved. I mean, the artist in that game was Ben. Ben was ball
He
rolling,
was.
creating chances. I
Was.
mean, some of those dribbles in the box when he was spinning around were so beautiful.
I mean, we're
But
looking at the stats as
you
well,
know,
Doc. The boys have just sent in. You'd be quite surprised with the
I,
XG. 3.1 XG to Ben. I know it's not everything, so we
yeah,
can't
yeah,
really
yeah,
have to get a face value. 3.1 XG to Ben, 3.9 XG to Smithy. Very, very, close game.
yeah.
Both overperformed in terms of the
So
goals
can I
scored.
so I'm guessing that based on that, the Smithy had more shots on target as a ratio of his total shots.
He did, but you got to remember the XG of a penalty's got to be through the roof as well.
Yeah, it has. It has. I'm so proud of Ben.
I think we all are. I think you've got to have the respect for him because
Yeah.
I did speak to him earlier on in the week, and my words to him were because he didn't know who he was playing. I said, if you're not going to back yourself, no one else is. He's got
Yeah.
to back himself. I mean, we've seen tonight he scored 6 goals against Smithy, who is still unbeaten, but ran him through to stoppage time when let's both agree
It was fortunate.
it was fortunate.
It was
Probably should have been
fortunate.
a pen, but that's the way the game goes.
Well, that's
Ben will
football.
be so confident going into next week, and so he should.
Listen, Ben put in a championship performance against a guy who had a game plan. And let's look, Ben had more chances to score more goals. Smithy's chances were kind of just happened. Like
He
I
did.
don't ever remember a build-up period with Smithy's goals. They just happened. Whereas Ben,
All the right
I
time, though.
saw him crafting. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He was like, Elise is going to go this way, the winger's going to go that way, and this is my game plan, and I'm not going to change it. I felt like a couple of times he got into the old habit of maybe being
Yeah.
in control. I didn't see any second man press.
No.
But then again, we're not watching
No.
Ben's game, but it didn't seem like there was any second man press. Would like to see a bit more of the double tap RB, bring people a bit closer, put himself in a great opportunity. But look, he's got Alonso, he's got Cruz, he's getting they're purring. He's got Jonathan Tarivold, great card. Alaba, not for me.
No, I
Not
thought he
for
was
me.
bullied a bit for some of the goals, wasn't he?
What I've found with Alaba is that he if he was lengthy, he'd be great.
100%.
But because he's controlled and he doesn't have that greater pace and he doesn't have the physicality, for me, David Alaba is a CDM.
Yeah, I would agree. I would
That's
agree.
where I play him. Except his stamina is shit.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, as is
So
real life.
yeah, so you what you've got to do is look at that and say like, with Vincent Company being the manager, is he part of the PMP? These are questions we have to ask. The managers count, and
They
if they
don't.
do,
Well, I'd be bringing in Vieira otherwise. So,
well, it's not. Yeah, well, of course you
yeah.
would. But um, in we will find somebody lengthy for Ben. Sula, I believe, might have played
He is, and he's
for
got some
Bayern.
incredible Evos, especially tonight. I believe one of the Evos that are brought out tonight or the night before. But yeah, right mid, I think Sule can somehow play. When it's like right backs can play right mid
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah,
So yeah, fantastic evening, Doc. 42
yeah. It
goals
wasn't.
scored, 2 PMPs, 2 friendlies. More people coming to the stage. We haven't seen Josh before. Haven't really seen much of Darren before as well. So you got a sneak peek at 2 other characters that are in the PMP League. If you want to get involved, guys, hit Doc up with a follow. Hit myself with a follow. If you want to be part of the community, obviously get in touch. If you want to be involved in future competitions, if you want to be involved in future Friday night footballs, just hit us
Yeah,
up. We're always here for you.
you don't have to be a part of the league to be involved in the friendlies.
No.
And what it is that we are people who like good people. So if you come and you play and I'll give you an example, Lou 98. Me and Lou have been in contact. Never spoke to the guy before. Um, he was so nervous about arranging the game because he didn't want to cause offense or problems. And I'm not saying that that's what you want people to be like, but he had come and found a community.
He
And I
has.
think that when people find a community like ours, it's like, I don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah,
It's like falling in love with that girl
yeah.
and you know her parents hate you, so you want to turn up and eat their shit. Lou 98, fantastic player, put me to the sword 8-3, and it will be a tough match for anyone that has to play him.
100%.
And going into this week, I know I'm me and Lucy, banter aside, it's going to be a very tight game.
It is.
We're very, very from pro clubs. I'd say probably slightly better defender, him a slightly more creative midfielder than I am. And when it comes to striking, I don't know about him. But I'm expecting to be really heavily pushed technically by those female footballers that he has in that team. And who have you got this week, Tom?
I have got Dominic Poole from Lille, so I know that I've got to be defensively sound because he's got Eden
Hmm.
Hazard, Gervinho, and I want to say Olivier Giroud up top as well. So a nice
Yes.
mix as well. Yeah, a bit of an unknown. I've played Dominic in season 1 when I was playing with Inter Milan. I believe I beat him 5-1 or 5-2. However,
Yeah,
it's
you were
close.
kind of you were a bit of a momentum stopper for Dominic. And
Yeah,
Dominic was on a tear, and then he played you, and then it kind of affected his game. We've not really seen him return to those levels since. So I'm hoping that he can come and just fucking ruin your day.
do you know what? And this is what I was saying to Ben, right? As we've seen in season 1, anyone can win or lose to anyone unless you're Fitzy. I mean, still yet to be beaten. He's the man. Had a chat with him
Yeah,
earlier. Um,
he avenged me.
he avenged you. I know he did tell me. I do remember he did message you saying, there you go, because he dispatched Fanta 5-4.
Easy. Why couldn't you do it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm actually coming into the season, banter aside, because I know everyone rinses me for one loss in what, like 12 games, which fair loss. Ethan's a fantastic player. The pressure's kind of on. I know we're talking a lot about pressure. Pressure's on Fitzy now because before in season 1, everyone was headhunting me. Everyone on my team's headhunting him now. I mean,
No,
I want to
no.
see Steve with that R9 go up against that Porto backline because if
Listen,
anyone on our team can do it other than myself, it's Steve.
listen. He is the captain of a sinking ship, doing the best he can to get us to port. Okay, we may lose, but through him, we will win because
Yeah,
he
no,
will beat you.
he won't. He won't beat me because he can't
No.
beat me because he hasn't beaten me all year or last year. All year.
Oh, so the secret behind closed doors results just been revealed that he said he would never say, but obviously he hasn't beaten you, so that's suggesting that you did beat him.
Let's see. Let's see if I can replicate what went on
Well,
for.
well, I don't know if you know this, but you went like this. You went, we'll see. You had a little
um,
bobblehead going on,
we'll see.
like you're just a bad liar. It's because all
Hey,
you've been
you know,
them kids lying to you. You've picked up their bad
you
habits.
spend enough time with them and you bloody become one. I mean, one thing that I will say is, yes, you did hit the nail on the head. Fitzy is a captain of a sinking ship at the moment, but if there's
He is.
anyone to, bring that team back up through hard work and putting in the time, it is him. So, although you're in a bad situation now, it's also good you're only 2 weeks in because he's got time to really turn stuff around. And seeing someone like Ben tonight pick up a performance and a point should have been 3, by the way, in the way that he did, it shows promise. It shows that if he can put the graft in over a week, so can many others in your team as well.
Just go back and watch some of his older games,
100%.
and you'll see how far he's come. Obviously, we need to have some sort of crisis meeting with the captain, just to sort of talk about how to concede less.
How's that
Um,
going on your team? Because obviously I don't know much at all about Team Fitzy at all. Much conversation in the camp?
at the moment, people are just being allowed to play
Yeah.
because obviously Ryan cannot make an assessment based
Earlier.
on he cannot take 13 people and coach them. And 13 times 20 minutes, that's a hell of a long time to
Oh,
go and
yes.
study tape. So I know that he at the moment is just watching, seeing how people's games go, and then obviously he's going to step in and try and correct where he can. Um, People need to be receptive. People need to take the bollocking on the chin a little bit, and just be like, "Are you? How seriously are you taking this?"
Yeah.
And things like that. I think everybody involved is committed. I think we've seen that tonight with Josh, who hasn't been able to pick up an Xbox controller since yesterday for 4 months. So he is coming out fresh off.
Swinging. Yeah,
We have plenty of time. We have some true champions in our side,
you
and
do.
we are going to push forward and do what we can do. I want to bring back 3 points this week. That's what I want to do, and I'm going to give all my all to do it. But I also know that in Lucy, there is a competitor there that also wants to bring back 3 points. And a victory for him is almost like a point to prove as well. So we've got some really competitive games. I think as the season progresses, we're going to be able to look at games and understand, oh, this game's going to be this, and then this game could be this, which will help us curate sort of more competitive games for people,
Exactly. Yeah.
especially when it comes to friendlies and stuff. I just want to talk. I don't know if Gary's still listening or is around, but we're going to help you, mate. We're going to protect you, and we're going to make sure that next time you're on the show, you're going to be able to come and show us what you can do, because we know that you can do some amazing things on that pitch, and we just want to see it. And we want to see you being the competitor we know you can be. Anything to say, Tom, before we go?
Yeah, just again, thank you so much to everyone who has got involved. We will be running the Super Six every single week from now on. I believe from the entries so far, it looks like we're going to be adding another £5 into the pot. So next week we'll probably be fighting for £15. Again, it goes all the way up to 30. Shout out to you, Doc, for obviously hosting again, and really enjoy these Friday nights where we can just catch up on all of the things that we've missed out throughout the week. Shout out to everybody who's managed to get the games on in less than 24 hours to learn your fixtures, learn your.
That's huge, man. That's huge. The way people do that, they just come forward like, I will be tribute, or whatever they say in games where they're hungry.
Volunteer as tribute, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
So thank you guys to everyone. I mean, the reason why we put in all this time is for you guys. It's run for you lot, and we're nothing without you guys. Even the guys watching now, even if you just watching, if we've made a small change to your week, I know I've said before, I've had a pretty crap week, but this has made it amazing. So if this has got through to any of you, even if it's for 5 minutes, thanks for coming along, and hopefully we have made a positive impact on your week.
Hey, I think we have. We've given people good FIFA. We've given people a good laugh. And, at the end of the day, if we're only making this for our friends, that's enough for me.
That's fine.
Because I love the people in our Discord. And I could give shout outs to so many people, but I'm going to give a special shout out to one of my favorite people in the Discord, who, fortunately, I don't get to hang around with him that much anymore because I don't play for Blitz. But Steve, old gamer, amazing performance, amazing play. You continue to be an inspiration. You're genuinely one of the funniest people I've ever known, and I wish you good luck. And finally, I just want to say to Ben, you've arrived.
Welcome to the league, Ben. You've arrived.
No, you've arrived, mate. He'll mock you. I'm serious. You've arrived, mate. Next time round.
I am proud of him. I'm very proud of him.
All right, we're going to leave it at that. I love you guys, and thank you for joining us for 2 hours. And we will catch you next Friday for more Frenzy Football Friday. That was a shelf. Ignore the shelf.